Good evening, America and the rest of the world. Xander J. Hobson here, stand-up comedian and entertainer, director and producer of boxing documentaries, and internet troll to those who need internet trolling. This here is another episode of The Devil's Advocate, brought to you by the Brilliant Artist Movement. Folks, listen, I'm trying to grow this platform, so please subscribe, like, share. Leave a comment in the comment section. I want some feedback on this content here, and it could be something nice or it could be something nasty, but just know, to all my detractors, if you get cute, I'm gonna take your head off. I'm the troll's troll, and trolling me will not be tolerated. So anyway, right, big shout out to Mama Duck from the Brilliant Artist Movement. Now, right now, it's only me in the Brilliant Artist Movement, Mama Duck, but nevertheless, if it was a whole staff, we would be giving you a shout out. But I said all that to say this: I might be a little bit late on this broadcast, although I'm not late, because I did address O'Shea Duke Jackson when he made comments about Mama Duck. I want to take a moment to address Tommy Sotomayor and Hassan Campbell. Now, before we even dive into the rebuke, I've been watching Sinful to Pay. But before we dive into the rebuke, I will say this: Tommy Sotomayor and Hassan Campbell, they both touched on some good points. No responsible adult likes dysfunction. All right, let's just put that on the table. Tommy Sotomayor and Hassan Campbell both said some things that needed to be said.
I get sick and tired of women that's just like Duck's mother, that sit up there, not my baby. Duck was a good boy. No, he wasn't.
Now, keeping it 100, I wouldn't have been the one that said it, especially not during the time of someone's grieving. I would never try to rebuke someone while they're grieving. But again, some things gotta be said and somebody gotta say it. But just know, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
All them niggas should sit around and want your happiness. When you gonna do something to make them happy, bitch? You ever thought about that?
You can say anything you want. You can get more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. But come on, y'all guys were a little bit out of pocket.
She dropped off. I didn't drop her off. She dropped off on her own. How you that dumb? You just a grown-ass idiot.
FBG Duck mother's a good book.
What's that shit, Has? A straight up hook book.
Bro, hold on.
Straight up hook book.
And the reason why you guys were so out of pocket was for clicks and views. You guys were being opportunistic during the time of someone's grieving, and the shit wasn't cool. It wasn't cool at all. I mean, keeping it 100, from what I see of Tommy Sotomayor and Hassan Campbell, cats that I don't know from a can of goddamn paint, but from what I see, it was clickbait. You guys were being opportunistic. You guys were building your platforms, and both of y'all guys making some nice YouTube money. Because keeping it 100, neither one of y'all niggas was that incensed by the loss of FGB Duck, and you wasn't that outraged at Miss Sheena Wheatley's shortcomings as a mother. You niggas weren't that outraged.
Are you out of your motherfucking mind, ma'am?
See, the problem in this world is people don't like to take accountability, right? FBG Duck, mother, here's where you're supposed to take accountability.
You weren't. You niggas, both of you niggas, you carried on like the LGBTQ did with Dave Chappelle. Fake outrage. You know, that's, we live in a society like that. You niggas were displaying fake outrage for clicks and views, and the shit was as fraudulent as a $3 bill. Now, realistically, it would have been more understanding if you niggas were sincere. But you niggas weren't that upset about the whole Mama Duck, FCGB Duck scenario. You niggas weren't that outraged. Stop it. Because if you niggas were that outraged about the passing of any black man for gang violence, y'all niggas would have your asses out there on the front lines trying to do something about this shit, as opposed to being keyboard gangsters. You niggas weren't that outraged. Now, I said all that to say this. My man George Macon. He's a guy that put his money where his mouth is. He put up, so he didn't have to shut up. George Macon is a guy that was out here in these Philadelphia streets putting in work. George Macon was a fucking nightmare. Years ago, you didn't want to look up and see George Macon coming your way. George Macon might have took your head off, or George Macon might have put your lights out. But I said all that to say, George Macon got struck by the conscious Holy Spirit. And ever since George Macon got struck by the conscious Holy Spirit, George Macon been out here putting in work, trying to change lives, opposed to destroying lives, trying to help people, opposed to hurting people. And I said all that to say, Tommy Sotomayor, Hassan Campbell, y'all niggas weren't that outraged at what happened with the duck situation. You niggas was faking it. Tommy, I like you, man. I've been following you, man. I dig your angle. And a lot of things that you say, I feel you. I wouldn't say them myself. Because again, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But I like you. But Tommy, one of the things I noticed, man, I know about you, bro. You control the narrative with that mic. I called in on you, Tommy. And we had a nice conversation. I enjoyed the conversation so much that I got a good feeling towards you. I like you. But I know you control that mic, nigga. I know you control that mic. I know you do that. But I said all of that to say, Tommy, you be on some keyboard gangster shit, bro. And what you did when you was talking to that woman, that was some keyboard gangster shit. I'm just throwing it out there, Tommy. I'm just throwing it out there. I seen your tapes when you had problems with the boys in New York.
I don't know. I'm a guest here. I'm a visitor from out of town. I was literally in here to give a speech. I've been assaulted, and now the people who assaulted me are waiting outside of the building.
When the boys rolled up on you, when the boy rolled up with you, we're glad. And I'm just saying, that's why, the reason why I'm saying that is, y'all guys, Tommy, you wouldn't be talking that slick and greasy if you knew you had to go back and forth through Chicago.
What's up?
I had to present Crispy with that award. What's up, Crispy? I had to give you your award, Crispy.
Hassan, come on, man. Really, nigga? You mean to tell me you that outraged?
Listen. We don't ask questions and then tell a nigga he can't answer. The bottom line to that, if I was the father of those kids and I was in jail, the number one thing I would do is come home and kill that bitch.
First of all, nigga, if you was in jail and your kids died, part of that is you, nigga. So you wasn't that outraged, Hassan, about the duck situation. So I just felt the need to say that, man. You know, again, man, I might be a little bit late on this, and I see a lot of brothers been weighing in on this because you got a lot of people who's appalled by y'all niggas' mistreatment of this woman. And I say mistreatment because, again, you mean to tell me we come to a point in time where black men hate black women so much that they gonna shit on them while they're grieving? Phew, man. You knew wave cats. You knew wave cats. So I just figured I'd add my 2 cents to this conversation because it's one that's going on and a lot of people are talking about it. I think it's starting to die down because Tommy hit it and quit it. you know, he didn't stay on it but so long, but Hassan Campbell displayed a sense of fraudulent indignation that was so profound, you'd have thought he was Duck's woman. And that's not me taking a cheap shot at you, Hassan Campbell, for what you experienced with Bam, but you was acting like a real bitch with your sense of false indignation. Nigga, you weren't that upset.
I said, yo, knock it the fuck off.
So again, I just wanted to share that with y'all. I wanted to add my 2 cents to this conversation. Again, Ms. Wheatley, you have my heartfelt condolences. And with that said, folks, I'm done with it.